that close to 95% of prisoners in Georgia, they'll be released back into society at some point, but sadly, nearly half of those would be expected to return to prison, at least in the past. But that number is about ready to change as more resources become available to help those returning to society. Happening right now, News 3's Loyd joining us live in the studio to explain why Georgia's governor has proclaimed July Reentry Awareness Month and what it means for them. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning to you, Christina. Reentry is the term used to describe felons who have been released and are now trying to reestablish lives outside of prison. But finding the same lives that they once knew is nearly impossible. With a criminal record comes a lot of judgment. Often it means no job, no money, no place to live, and for some, a return to crime and to jail. But Governor Nathan Deal is challenging us to consider forgiveness. Here's a question for you. Would you hire this woman?
I have a master's degree in nonprofit management. I have a master's degree in social service, human services. I have a certificate in criminal justice, and I'm currently working on my PhD.
Judging by her degrees and credentials, she's more than qualified. But Waleisah Wilson is a woman no one wants to hire. The reason? She spent time in prison. It's not easy being a convicted felon released from prison when no one is offering second chances.
So if I don't have a job, a place to stay, can't get food stamps, can't get Medicaid, can't vote, what do you expect me to do? How am I supposed to eat?
Jody Dillard, who works with the Georgia Department of Community Supervision, agrees that ex-offenders deserve a second chance.
Most of the population are people there who have had bad breaks in the past. They made some very bad mistakes. A lot of mistakes, but we believe that at some point that we can help them overcome those problems, those challenges, get them back into our community, give them support, make sure they have employment, make sure they have the tools necessary for some of the challenges they face.
But that they can actually get up and pay their bills without having to prostitute, without having to sell drugs. That's a good feeling. And to have people come in and say, you know what, I've been clean 6 years, but nobody's still giving me a job. You send people back down this same spiral because that's what causes addicts to do what they do. I don't want to get back on drugs. I don't want to go back to the streets.
Georgia Governor Nathan Deal proclaimed July National Reentry Month, a time to recognize that in order to keep people who have served their time from returning to prison, it takes the community as a whole to offer them a second chance and to forgive them. Christina, now, Ms. Wilson runs the nonprofit NewLife-Second Chance Outreach Incorporated agency, and it helps ex-offenders find work outside of jail. She's been at it since 2014, and so far, she's placed more than 110 people into jobs after they've gotten out of prison.
Wow, so she's really putting her money where her mouth is then.
She really
devoting
is.
her life to helping others.
It's a real passion for her, too. She really believes in her cause.
And that compassion she was shown, she's just passing it on.
Yes, she is.
We need to see great reporting. Thanks, Greg.
Christina.